Yo, what is up, it's your boy Jay Johnny back here in Perim with. Hey, how you doing today, you beautiful pair of people? Today we're continuing our rewatch of the Chaotic series. We're on episode 4, and I'm super excited to jump into this because this is the continuation of the series. I don't know. I was gonna say this is gonna be a huge lore episode, and I just like screwed it all up, and now now it's all dead there, and I'm not recording this because I keep messing up and accidentally ending the recording. So let's go ahead and jump into the episode because I'm super excited to see where this goes. This is episode 4, Rent Asunder.
You heard me. Oh, that's right. Overworlders are better than Underworlders.
Cap, absolute cap. Underworlders are the best.
In your dreams.
Hey, there we go. Kaz actually says something smart for a change.
Compared to Underworlders, Overworlders are wimps.
True! Kaz, you tell him, Kaz. Hey, it's weird that Tom's scanner's red, isn't it? Yeah, just saying.
Wimps? Huh. Then I guess Naxor's a wimp.
Yes.
And Velrat's a
Yes.
wimp. And
Yes.
Maglex
Look,
and...
I'm not saying Overworlders aren't great creatures. I have them in my deck, too.
Kazworth, what are you saying? You're insane. Why would you ever admit to that? That's like treason. Like, the only good Overworlder at this point would be Victor? Maybe? I don't think Victor's introduced at this point. I don't think he was in DOP. Victor. That's it.
I'm just saying that one tribe consistently has the guts to do whatever it takes to win. And that tribe is the Underworlders.
Dude, he makes Underworlders sound so bad when he says that. Underworlders don't cheat. They're not underhanded. The only Underworlder that is Lord Von Blute. Come on, man. Come on, Cass. You make us sound so bad.
Chaor, Takinom, Magmon.
The fact that Lord Von Blute was not included in that is a crime.
All the Underworlders. They've got totally fierce firepower, and they're never afraid to use it. Underworlders toast Overworlders for breakfast.
This dude needs help. This dude needs help more than Kaz does. Whoever this is, they need help more than Kaz does.
Face it, Tom. Underworlders rule. Overworlders drool.
Kaz?
Let me just finish by saying that compared to Overworlders, Underworlders are...
Lamos? With Underworld fans to match.
Did you say Underworld fans?
Dude, I'm just saying, whoever's cheering for the Overworlders to the point of crushing soda cans, throwing stuff on the ground, and then, like, dude, he's throwing a hissy fit, he's throwing a temper tantrum, come on, like, this dude is, like, the embodiment of a dork, dude, come on, man, come on.
Yourself a match with an Underworld fan, my friend. My screen name's Kid Chaor.
I'm Leon. Hercule Leon.
Everybody immediately goes, like, if you recognize his name from his tournament results, you would recognize him as an individual, right? Like, that's, like, I'm just saying, if I hear Wolfglick's name, I know what Wolfglick looks like. The fact that everybody gasps when they hear his name, that's insane. Come on.
It's Herculeon.
The Herculeon? As in the undefeated Herculeon?
Seriously, the fact that he has that, like, the fact he has that reputation, and, like, you know, everybody just didn't immediately recognize him, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Meet me at Battledrome Krellin at noon. We'll see who rules and who drools. Kaz? Kaz!
El Bozo. Kaz is like the embodiment of like a non-competitive player, like the embodiment of a casual player. Here's like, oh, very good player. Oh my god, I'm terrified. Like, come on, you should be excited, not terrified, you coward. Come on, you're acting over here like you're an overworlder. God.
So, you sure you want to break your winning streak?
There we go. Talking like an overworlder. Talking like an
Back
underworlder.
out and slither away.
Oh, okay, now he's talking like, yeah, look at that. Like, look at that Mepedian player, bro. Look at that Mepedian player. God.
Yo, how's it going, guy? Whoa, Herculeon?
No, see, how does Peyton recognize him, but nobody else recognized him until after he said his name? I'm just saying, be consistent with your writing. Like, come on, guys. Come on. You can do better than this.
This should be quick and sick.
Yeah, for Kaz.
Kaz?
I like how they immediately just assume that Kaz couldn't be it. Like, they're like, oh, this is ridiculous. Like, what? Like, dude, come on, guys. Come on. Tom is sitting there watching a match all worried. Like, I mean, like, and you two are there. You know the only other friend that Tom has is Kaz. Like, come on. All right, guys, don't play stupid.
He was doing his usual Kaz thing, going off about Underworlders, and Herculeon heard. Dude, that dude only cares about two things: slamming Underworlders and dissing the players that love him.
Alright, you know what I care about? Is I care about the fact that all Overworlders suck, bro! Not as bad as Danians, but pretty far up there. Just saying.
He wants to annihilate every player with an Underworld deck. Overworlders hate Underworlders, and the feeling's mutual. But Herculeon takes the whole thing personally.
As you should! You should be loyal to your tribe! 100% loyal to your tribe, even if that means being disrespectful to those who are not loyal to your tribe. They are wrong and they should know it!
Yeah, I could tell. I wonder why the Overworlders and Underworlders hate each other so much.
I love this episode, I really do. I love this episode so much, specifically because of what we're about to get into. I love it so much.
It's like one of those deep negativity in the beginning level dysfunction things, bro. See?
Lock your decks, please.
They're starting.
The boards have been revealed. Very interesting.
Dude, he's playing Ghoul? He's playing Ghoul? Bro, oh, dude, you showed Magmon, you showed Chaor, you showed Takinom. You had all three of those, and you're playing Ghoul? Oh, man. Bro, what is Kaz doing with his life? This is, that's just disappointing.
Gentlemen, an overworld team versus an underworld team. The tribes are mortal enemies, and the players appear to share those feelings.
Yeah, you should, because Overworlders suck, bro. They suck.
Herculeon, you are undefeated. You have earned the privilege of attacking first.
Sweet.
I like how the announcers are always inconsistent with, like, you know, like when somebody gets to attack first. For example, in the previous episode, or one of the episodes, the player who shows great courage gets to go first. But here, the undefeated player gets to go first. Like, it's just, be consistent with it, you know? The challenger gets to go first. The one who is challenged gets to go first. I mean, be consistent. Like, come on. It's not that hard.
The first battle will take place in the Riverlands, a beautiful but potentially treacherous location. Choose your attacking creature.
You know, and that's another thing. They don't always go over, like, the location things like that, where they're like, you know, a beautiful but treacherous location. Like, they don't always do that. They should. They should. It adds some nice flavor to, like, you know, the location. I like it. I like it.
Herculeon.
Sure. Cross sectors attacks the repulsive princess of the...
Wait, hold on. I just realized the Kaz isn't even playing Chaor. Your username is Kid Chaor. Herculeon better fucking win this, man. I'm just saying. Herculeon needs to win this. I will be so mad if Herculeon... This is the only time I will ever cheer for an Overworlder. The only time I'll ever... I won't even cheer for Taiga when Taiga is playing Overworlders, okay? This is the only time I will ever cheer for an Overworlder because Kaz deserves to lose.
The Underworld. Takinom.
You think Takinom's repulsive? Check out a mirror.
He called that repulsive. Brother, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. Oh, man, I don't know about you. Let me just do this real quick. Let me just do that real quick. All right. I need a thumbnail, bro. I don't know about you, but he called this repulsive. Cap.
Look like last month's seafood combo.
Enough trash talk, gentlemen.
Man, the Codemaster should stay out of this. This is a beef that goes deep. This runs deep, deeper than any Codemaster could ever be involved in. Come on.
Let the battle begin.
No, okay, Kaz standing there deserves to lose. He should be 100% in the forest. He should be in the forest where Crossectus has to come out of its natural habitat. He should be flying away and going to the forest. 100% Kaz deserves to lose just based off where he's standing right now. Just saying. Just saying.
Game on.
Flame orb! My ring of Narin absorbs your attacks.
But it won't forever.
El Bozo, get wrecked. Now, you would think he has an undefeated streak, so you'd think he'd understand the limitations of his battle gear. The fact that he continued to just go and like just take it and then proceed to go, uh-oh. Like, come on, you should know, as the player using your gear, how much your gear can take before it stops functioning. I'm just saying, Herculeon might be dumber than Tom.
Surf's up, sucker.
Dude, it's actually kind of nice to see lingering damage on a creature. Like, you know, it's like you can see Crossectus' burn there on the side. It's actually kind of nice to see lingering damage like that. You don't normally see that in the drones, so it's actually pretty cool to see that.
Hey, how's Krabby getting his energy back? He didn't use healing Muchik. Crossectus gets healed every time he scores a hit with a water attack in the Riverlands. Herculeon knows his creatures.
Is that true? Is that true? I don't think I've actually ever read Crossectus before. I don't think I've actually ever read a Crossectus before. That's so circumstantial if so. That's very weird. No, that's not true. He just has Earth 5. What? I guess it's one of those weird things that the show does. I guess it's the thing that makes sense. Is it's just one of those weird things the show does where it just has a different effect. I'm guessing this is still whenever they're still using their alpha effects, is my guess. So Crossectus used to get healed. That's interesting.
Yeah? Well, so does Kaz.
I guess we're gonna see how well.
This isn't over yet. Cannon of casualties.
Oh, it's the cock! God, I love cock! Yes! Yes! Oh, it feels good.
Refrain of denial.
No, he stopped my cock! What the fuck? Oh, dude, my cock! Brother, that's a crime. It's a crime to stop cock, bro. You can't stop the cock!
Destroy her music.
Also, Crossectus only used one cannon. You only used one music counter to cast a Refrain and Denial. Costs 2. It costs 2 to do that. He only used 1. Herculeon's a cheater. Herculeon is a filthy, stinking cheater. And that's all I gotta say to that.
Whoa! I gotta scan one of those. Time to put
He stopped my cock, man. He stopped my cock. That's just so messed up.
you on ice. Frostblight!
Again, the attacks that stop mobility in Chaotic are absolutely busted. Like, Genuinely, he's falling from the sky while frozen in a block of ice. The attacks that stop mobility are absolutely busted chaotic. Nobody would be using things like Earthquake. Nobody would be using things like Flash Kick. They'd just simply be using Paralyze, Frostblight, other things that stop movement. It's absolutely ridiculous that that's not just the meta and we don't just see it in every single episode. Like, come on.
I can't watch.
Look, he's using Takinom's special ability.
Cass pulled a sacrifice. Takinom wiped out an Underworlder to get her energy.
Yeah, good. It's a good thing you killed Ghoul, because you shouldn't have been playing him to begin with.
Sorry, but I had to break the ice. Torrent of flame!
Okay, that's a war crime. That's a war crime. I don't care if it's a game. I don't care if it's a video game at all. That's a war crime. He is literally boiling that guy alive. Literally boiling that guy alive. That should be a war crime, punishable by death. Like, are you serious? Dude, and creatures, and I wonder if people feel the pain. Because if people feel the pain, he's literally burning Herculeon to death right now. That's insane. War crime behavior. War crime behavior. Oh my god, that's just disappointing.
Yes, your Crossectus got a little steamed.
I do love when he was mid-sentence as he was, like, you know, changing back. You know, like when he hit his vocal cords, he switched over to his regular. I love that. I love that. It's a small touch. It's a very amazing touch. I love it so much.
Beginner's luck. That just ran out.
I mean, I don't think Kaz is a beginner, right? He's probably been in Perim he's probably been in Chaotic for probably a few months at this point, right? Like, I mean, like I don't think he's that much of a beginner. I think a lot of, like, you know, things like he understood that he could boil the water to heat up Crossectus to the point where he'd explode. I mean, like, honestly, that actually seems more like science than chaotic. That's really cool. I like it. I think Herculeon is a bit defensive because he's bad at the game for playing Overworlders. Get wrecked, son.
Blade Kid Chaor, Herculeon, move your creatures if you wish.
I'm moving Heptad to the front line.
That's weird. That's a weird choice to move Heptad to the front there. Like, okay, like, here's the issue with moving Heptad to the front there, right? He gets to go after Heptad if he wants to. Personally, I'd go after Tartarek in this situation because Tartarek is the slower and it's stuck on the ground. He can't fly. And you remove Tartarek, or it puts a lot of pressure on Herculeon, putting him into a backpedaling position. I would personally go for the Tartarek in this situation, specifically just because it's chaotic. And in terms of, like, the card game, I'd definitely kill Heptad here. Heptad would be the biggest problem overall. 2 music counters is better than 1, so I'd definitely be going after Heptad in the card game. But in Perim, I would definitely be going after Tartarek because, again, it's the slower of the two. It is stuck on the ground, and you don't want to end up in a situation where you have Perithion versus Tartarek, and, you know, Tartarek has the weight advantage in that situation, whereas, you know, in this situation, Takinom can at least fly away to prevent the weight advantage from making a difference. So, personally, that's what I'd be doing. I'd wipe out the Tartarek right now.
Nori is the attacker. Select the location, please.
All right, Takinom will do great in the lava pond.
Oh, you know what would have also done great in the lava pond? That's right, Magmon, who you had access to because we saw it in your deck at the start of the episode, and guess what? You're not playing. Dude, I'm telling you, he deserves to lose this. He deserves to lose this.
Takinom attacks Heptad.
Takinom in the lava pond. That's a no-brainer. Not against Heptad. He's ultra rare and
Elbozo.
ultra skilled. He can use any attack. Earth, fire, air.
Some players say he's tapped into the Cothica.
Now. Whew.
The what? The Cothica is huge. It's why the tribes battle. Or so the legends say.
Like I said, I like this episode for a reason. I like this episode for a freaking reason.
Okay, Act 1. The Cothica was like this source of everything in Perim. It was an ancient energy thing that the creatures found in the Underworld.
Excuse me,
So it belongs to the Underworlders.
Peyton? It was in the overworld.
Well, you're an idiot. So who cares about what you have to say, Sarah?
Look, in my version, it's the Underworld, thank you very much.
And that is the correct version. Thank you, Peyton.
So, back in the olden times, all the tribes lived in totally blissed out peace, because the Cothica gave them everything they could ever need. Act 2. One tribe gets a little greedy.
Now, normally in most cases, right? Like you'd have this like story being played, right? But here, I think it's doing some narrative storytelling. I think that the Cothica is definitely in the definitely found in the Underworld for one, and I think it's doing some narrative storytelling in terms of like the locations and stuff. So I'll get a bit more into that the further we go on. But I definitely think that it's doing some narrative storytelling in the background while we're also hearing it as the overplay. So let's keep going.
The Underworlders go aggro and want the Cothica for themselves.
Greedy greedy mother trucker. All right, like overworlders are absolutely greedy. They think they're so high and mighty and they can protect everything, but instead of sharing the resources with everybody else, overworlders are just greedy. That's all that is.
Could we just watch the match?
You watch with your eyes, not your ears. Peyton, okay, taking the hint, sipping the lip.
Does he have the Levitar? Is his battle gear the Levitar? I think his battle gear is the Levitar. Either that or it's like a battle gear like actually equipped to Heptad, similar to Heptad's crown. Not the Levitar, the Torwag. I'm an idiot. I said the Levitar. I'm sorry. We've been playing a lot of Chaotic Odyssey lately, and the Levitar is just kind of like one of those battle gears at the forefront of my mind. So. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Kaz. That's a smart play. I like to see it. Get wrecked, overworld bozo. Ugh, that looks disgusting. That looks disgusting. I don't think I'd ever use Vine Snare again after that. That's just disgusting. Look at that. Look at that. That is disgusting. I could have gone my entire life without seeing that image. Honestly, the fact that Kaz didn't just like wipe out those like things, like come on, man. Kamehameha! He didn't yell out the attack name there, right? He didn't yell out the attack name. Obviously, we know that it is an attack. That's Rockwave. Like, but he didn't yell out the attack name. So are they just yelling out the attacks for the like the sake of the audience? Like, because that'd be really interesting. Because every other time they've said an attack name where they've just kind of like summoned essence of, and here it's like he didn't say Rockwave. He just used Rockwave. Interesting. Why did he hesitate? That's so weird.
How did Herculeon do that? He morphed from Heptad into...
Tartarek?
Tartarek, right.
Man, look at this overworld scrub. Doesn't even know his own tribe. Get wrecked, bozo. LLL. Haha. Come on, man. Get good.
Special mojo, dude. Tartarek can switch places with any creature he's next to on the board.
That's a damn lie. Alright, guys, look at this. This is what he does. You guys can't see it. Target creature gains Swift 1 until the end of this turn. That's what he does. That's what Tartarek does. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't lie to it. Herculeon is just making up effects. No. Payton is making up effects to justify Herculeon cheating. Come on, man.
Overworlders take the teamwork thing seriously.
Well, I mean, if it takes 5 of you to take down one Underworlder, I guess fine. Good job. You beat an Underworlder. Correct, loser.
Nice trick. Know any others?
Yeah! Now I make you disappear! Rockwave!
See, it's the exact same attack he just used, except he yelled out the name. That's so... What?
Viper Lash!
Where'd the Rockwave go? Where'd the other Rockwave go? What? Where'd the Vipers go? Why is he going fisticuffs? Start using attacks! Herculeon beat this mother trucker to the ground. He deserves it. He deserves it. The first time you punched him did not hurt him. The second time you punch him will not hurt him. The third time you punch him, hopefully it starts to hurt you. You're telling me Tartarek can just go into his shell and negate damage? I mean, I guess when the TV show writers just love, you know, the overworlders, that's, you know, of course they're gonna win a fight. God, dude, what the hell? Again, why is Kaz trying to go fisticuffs with something he already knows he cannot hurt? Use the environment! Throw more fire! Cook him alive! Do something!
Any last words, Underworlder?
Yeah.
You said that like it was a slur or something.
See you later, Perithion.
I mean, I don't disagree. Perithion shouldn't have been included in the fight. It should have been Chaor. It should have been Magmon. But... You know, for an old guy, that turtle's pretty damn flexible, you know? Like, for an old guy, that turtle do seem to be putting on a lot of work. Why is it fisticuffs? Like, you guys have magical elemental powers. Why are they resorting to fisticuffs? mean, come on, brother. You serious? What does it take to drop? How high does he have to drop somebody for them to become code?
Wipeout time.
If you understood, you could have done that this entire time. Oh my god, dude. What? Oh my god, Kaz. Kaz, do these things faster.
Underworlders, do it again. 2 down, 1 to go.
It's your Takinom versus my Heptad.
In his location! Oh my god, Kaz, you're screwed. You're so screwed, Kaz. You're so screwed, Kazington.
And we're gonna crush the both of you.
We shall see.
Sassy, I like it. What's up, Krellin? Hi, how you doing?
Herculeon is the attacker. Choose your location.
You beat Heptad in the lava pond, but now you're on my turf.
Ravenaw Ridge. Ooh, this match is gonna make me so ravenous.
Heptad wimped out last time, but this time he can't run away, Mr. Overworld.
Yeah, but this time you're in his location. The good news is that Heptad doesn't have his battle gear, so, like, this should just be a win for Kaz.
Wow! Looks like Kaz could win. Maybe he's right. Maybe Underworlders are better than Overworlders.
Yeah, you better be switching sides, Tom. You better be switching sides, because we are the GOATs!
Despite what the Overworlders defender has to say.
Objection, Your Honor!
I'm sorry, Professor, but your Perim history is all out of whack.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. There was an all-powerful...
Hold on. Wait. That creature's wearing the Zerium armor. That's Nadrin. Was Nadrin around for the Cothica?
source called the Cothica, but it was in the Overworld. The Overworlders were the ones who went klepto and wanted it for themselves. They were all high and mighty.
Hey, in the Underworlders' defense, the Overworlders aren't strong enough to protect the Cothica. They aren't. We are, though.
About how the Cothica should be used, and whoever didn't agree was the bad guy.
Can I please watch my friend's match without the Underworld propaganda?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Peyton. You are godsend to the Underworld. A true hero. But what I was saying was, it seems like narratively, right? Like, here, let's wait until it zooms out again. Let's wait until we get a scenic shot again.
Forget about my battle gear. I didn't. My Magician's Lyre gives me one more Magician counter.
Look! Casu's Song of Revival.
Yeah, that's honestly kind of insane. That's actually honestly kind of insane that Kaz would have that. Wait, did he just use one music cast to get a Song of Revival? But he costs two. What? Like, you know what? Just stop questioning it. Just stop questioning it.
Music to bring back Perithion. Now it's 2 against 1.
So, you brought back Perithion. I'll floss my teeth with him as soon as I take care of you.
I mean, if you're Herculeon, right? Like, I mean, like, you know, you gotta know that Kaz is planning on sacrificing Perithion to heal. Like, I mean, like, he's done it every other time. Yeah, I mean, that was like the most predictable. Wait, what? He went from 4 to 20. Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. Also, why does he have Earth? Wait a second. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. So many things right now. That's not an even number of health. So, like, they can go down in increments of 1. That's insane. Also, look at Earth Fire. What? Bro, even Beta Takinom didn't have Earth Fire. She only had Fire. That's... Jesus Christ, Kaz is a cheater. Okay, the fact that he was dusting his hands away like he already won, like, dude, you're still heptad and you're not back in the drome. Like, clearly you didn't win. Come on, man. Don't be stupid. You knew what was coming. Like, if you couldn't predict that Kaz was about to sacrifice Perithion so that Takinom would survive, you're an idiot. So, Herculeon, congrats, you're an idiot. Also, as a reminder, throwing that boulder onto Kaz did 36 damage. What? How much damage does things do? I need a breakdown of how much damage players take in the dromes from environmental hazards. Because, like, seriously, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We've seen creatures getting punched. We've seen them getting shocked in water multiple times. We've seen them drop off of cliffs. But a rock being thrown into you did 36? Come on. Come on.
How?
You overworlders think you're so smart. I didn't bring Perithion back to battle.
I should have known.
You really should have. You really should have. Like, how were you undefeated but you didn't see something like that coming? Like, come on.
You underworld parasites resurrect your kinsmen just to sacrifice them for their energy.
No. We resurrect them in hopes that they will help us. And then they understand that sometimes sacrifices need to be made for the war. So, you suck. Overworlders don't. They'll lose a war because they refuse to make sacrifices. If it weren't for Tenga Toporn taking the initiative, then they would have lost the Marillion invasion too. So, you guys are stupid. All Overworlders are stupid. I don't like Overworlders.
Ha! It's called survival of the fittest. A game you're about to lose.
Yeah, get wrecked, bozo.
Well, guys, looks like Cass is about to break Herculeon's winning streak. I hope so.
Ooh, okay. Hold on. Oh my god, be still my beating heart. That's hot. Oh my god. Oh god.
But Herky's a pro. Don't count him out yet.
Do you think he has to walk like that, or do you think or do you think hold on, let me also do this. Let me do you think he has to walk like that? Like it's like Takinom's like walking pattern, or do you think like he's just doing that because it feels right? Like, come on, man, come on, be normal.
Miraculous song of rejuvenation.
Brother. I hate that he doesn't use a different tribe's music here, because like it would have been a great way to showcase that Heptat can use every tribe's music. I feel like it would have been a great opportunity to do that.
No way! Now Herculeon's got all his energy.
That healed like 30 plus damage. Nah, that's hacks, bro. Hacks.
Energy back.
Again, boulder onto him. Does not code, leaves him at 4. Blasted into a cliffside, falling down a chasm. Was his wings too damaged to fly? No, that can't be right, because we should probably let the fly up, right?
All right!
Nice save, Kaz.
Yeah, now he's gonna kick Heptad.
Heptad's an overworlder, so don't put it down, Sarah. We're gonna have a battle right here.
Yeah, so right here, I think this is narrative storytelling. I think this is going to be the narrative storytelling. As they wrap up the whole talk of the Cothica, we're at Ravenna Ridge. I think this is the narrative storytelling to say where the final battle took place, kind of thing. I feel like this is going to be definitely foreshadowing for an event that's going to happen after we get Chaotic back. Because, I mean, it's just set up too perfectly not to, you know? And on top of that, like, you know, like on the left, we see something that resembles Maxor. On the right, it doesn't resemble any major creature that I'm aware of, but it very easily could be like, you know, a very past descendant of a Mepedian, for example, because like they're in the overworld right now. So this could be like an ancient Mepedian versus one of Maxor's ancestors, kind of thing.
I'll have a battle any place you want, Overwimp.
Guys, this overworld underworld thing is getting totally out of hand, okay?
Not out of hand enough. Keep it up.
Cool it, please. Let's just watch the match.
Come out and fight, you dirty underworld witch!
The thing that does like kind of like make it kind of confusing is like why would they be having like the narrative storytelling between the overworlder and the underworlder when they have a like an overworlder and then what might be a Mepedian, because it doesn't look like any underworlders we know of. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section if there's an underworlder that looks similar to that statue, but it doesn't look like any underworlder I'm aware of. Yeah, like, that doesn't... I guess... No, I there is an Underworlder. I can't remember his name. Agitos. That's Agitos. Yeah, there we go. That's Agitos. That looks a lot... That looks really similar to Agitos. Why would Maxor... Why would a Maxor's ancestor be fighting Agitos, though? I don't know. Interesting. But yeah, I could definitely see this be foreshadowing for like one of the final battles, like that, like, you know, kind of thing, like where this is like the final great ninja battle between Hashirama and Madara. You know, like how they have like the statues. I could definitely see this being similar to that, where we see Naruto and Sasuke doing their final clash after Madara and Hashirama had done their final clash there too. I could definitely see this being very similar to that, foreshadowing in a similar fashion. So, but I like, it just makes sense because like they're in the Cothica discussion in the episode where this is being introduced, which I never realized that this took place at Ravenna Ridge. I don't know why I never realized that, but I never realized this took place at Ravenna Ridge.
Bring it on, overworld wimp.
Okay, I get that underworlders hate overworlders and overworlders hate underworlders, but your stories about why are totally different.
I mean, at their core, are they? Like, at their core, like, one tribe betrayed the other tribes. Like, regardless of how you want to look at it, a tribe betrayed one of the tribes. I think it's going to be a little bit in between. I think it's going to be, there was a disagreement, and then a separate tribe, not a Danian. I think it's going to be like a seventh tribe, because 7 is the magic number. I think it's going to be the 7th tribe that's introduced, betrays the other tribes, and went to steal the Cothica, because the overworlders and underworlders kept arguing about who could protect it best. I think that's going to be what it's going to boil down to, personally. That's my personal headcanon, or my personal theory, as to what it's going to end up being. But I mean, like, at the core essence, their stories are the same. You should be able to look at the middle ground and think, like, oh, it was probably somewhere in between, because, like, if both tribes say, like, one tribe tried to betray the other, clearly somebody betrayed somebody, you know, and getting down to the root of it, we saw Nadrin in the flashback as a statue. So Nadrin should have the full story. I'm just saying, like, there's so many questionable, like, it's just interesting. This episode creates so many questions, so many scenarios, fills in so many holes, and opens up new ones. And I love this episode so much. It's amazing.
Who are the good guys and who are the bad guys? All I know is they're different. Cass's Underworld deck is great because he can sacrifice some creatures to heal others. And my Overworld deck rocks because I can use some creatures to help out others.
Yeah, but the Underworlders have to be stronger because they had to...
The overworlders were the good guys. They were the only ones trying to...
I like how they switched arguing. I guess they didn't. I know they didn't. No, they didn't, because I feel like they did. I feel like they did switch sides. I might have just been misremembering the start of the episode, but I feel like they switched sides.
Out. Let's just agree to disagree, okay?
Fine.
Whatever.
That's not how you solve mysteries, my friends.
It comes down to this. The good versus the evil.
Right. But who's who?
Well, I mean, obviously the Overworlders are evil because they are so high and pretentious, and the Underworlders are good because they have the might and are willing to make the sacrifices to ensure that there is victory. So clearly, the Underworlders are self-sacrificing, and the Overworlders are just self-important. I mean, I'm just saying.
Flame orb!
Rock wave!
There is a mountain, there's a chasm in between the two of them. If there is a rock wave... Don't. Just keep going. Just don't go ahead. Don't question it. Don't question it.
Tornado tackle!
Ember swarm!
Again, I think this is major narrative storytelling. I think that they're saying, like, you know, they were equally matched until another party got involved. I think in this situation, obviously, Heptad will have to win, but I feel like this is their way of saying that they were evenly matched in the final war for the Cothica. So I feel like this is their way of saying that, because, like, obviously the Ember Swarm should have dealt damage, Tornado Tackle shouldn't have been able to do any damage, and the Ember Swarm would have done damage. And then obviously the Rock Wave should have never been able to hit Takinom to begin with, but. You know, I feel like this is their way of saying, like, you know, they were evenly matched. You know, it's interesting to note, right? It's interesting to note that me and Taiga were actually having a kind of a pseudo discussion about how good Kaz was represented in the show. And I feel like this episode really highlights that Kaz is, like, a solid player, because Herculeon has a reputation of being undefeatable. And yet we see Kaz going toe-to-toe with him, forcing him to use all of his music. And now, looking at this, we have no way of knowing who wins. Obviously, Heptad should die here. Heptad should be Code because he was the one that was closest to the ground. He was the one as they were falling. You know, Heptad should definitely be Code here. But we have no way of knowing that for certain. Until after I click play. So it really goes to show that Kaz is actually a very notable player versus, you know, being bad at the game, because, like, obviously he's probably, like, a little bit bad at the game, to be honest. I mean, if we're being 100% with ourselves, right? But yeah, I think this episode really cements the fact that, you know, Kaz is actually solid at the game. I would probably say above average, not great, but, like, above average is probably what I would say. But, you know, debatable.
And the winner is Herculeon.
See, the fact that everybody didn't know who got coded there, I think that really goes to show just how skilled Kaz is as a player, and how equally matched they were throughout the entirety of the fight. So I genuinely think that, as narrative storytelling would go, that they were using that fight as a way to say, like, this is how, you know, players play, you know, kind of thing. So.
Not bad. For an Underworlder.
And see, that's the thing, right? Is we can make as many jokes as we want, right? We can make as many jokes as we want. But at the end of the day, we're all here because we love chaotic, you know? And I feel like the show perfectly encapsulates with that sentence right there. It's like, you know, we're still here just to enjoy the game we love, you know, with the cards we love. I'm an Underworld player, right? But my best chaotic friends, they're all Overworld players. You know, I have a Danian friend. I have a friend who plays Danians. My brother plays Mopedians. And I think what really, you know, makes it matter, though, is the fact that at the end of the day, we're just there to play chaotic and have fun. And I feel like that wraps us up perfectly. You know, I feel like that wraps us up perfectly. Now, we're not actually over. But I feel like that wraps up. I feel like that wraps up that, like, little story perfectly, because, you know, as xenophobic as we can act sometimes, we're all just here to have fun and be friends. So. It wrapped it up perfectly. It wrapped it up perfectly. Guys, I gotta give this a 9 out of 10. I want to save the 10 out of 10s for, like, you know... No, actually, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give this episode a 10 out of 10. It does a lot of narrative storytelling, or what I think is gonna end up being narrative storytelling. It does that very solidly. It introduces Herculeon, who ends up being, like, not a big character, but, like, a solid character going forward. Like, probably one of the most notable characters in the show, outside of the main cast. And it goes very in-depth as the Cothica and what the Cothica is. I love it so much, and why, like, you know, obviously the tribes hate each other. It goes very in-depth, and I love it so much. I gotta give this a 10 out of 10. I wanted to save 10 out of 10s for something else, but, like, I gotta say 10 out of 10 here, guys. I gotta say 10 out of 10. But that being said, though, guys, I'm really looking forward to continuing this. Next week, we're gonna be jumping into episode 5 and 6. I'm super excited for that, because I love watching Chaotic. It's been a lot of fun, and I've been enjoying it watching it alongside you guys. So that being said, though, guys, I have been Jay Johnny, and I will see you guys later in Chaotic. So for now, let's port to Perim.